This is the first class on communication, right? What do you expect from this communication skill class? Why did you join for such a course? To know something. Improve what? Exchange of? So you understand communication is exchange of views. How many of you agree that communication means exchange of views? Raise your hands. You don't agree? Those who agree that communication means exchange of views, please raise your hand. Very few. You yourself don't agree. Raise your hand, nothing wrong. Good exercise in the early morning. So you have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people agree. So what do you say? Communication means what? No, you sit and say. I asked what is communication? Interact with others. That's what when you want to exchange views.
How to speak very clearly and confidently. Other person should understand what I am speaking.
Okay. When you talk to your friend, the friend don't understand what you are saying? Okay. He understands something else? Okay. How about you? What is communication? That's my question. What do you understand by communication?
Speaking to others so that understanding.
But you are already some 20 years, 25 years in this world and you are not able to communicate over.
Communication not just in the mother tongue language but also in the other language.
Not only mother tongue, you want other tongue also. The department of other tongue is in the other side of this campus. This is not the place where you will learn language. It's a communication skill. Expressing ideas. Are you not good in expressing your ideas? In a professional manner. That's the point. I want that word. Communication is a professional business. Whereas we are all good. A small child onwards, we express our ideas and others also will understand. Is it not? When you tell something to your friend, he understands. Nothing wrong. But the professional manner, where is professional communication comes? Now we'll ask that question. Okay, we can stop saying communication is enough, but people mistake communication as conversation. Communication is not equal to conversation. What all others were talking about communication is conversation. You have to distinguish between conversation and communication. Conversation, people are good. In your mother tongue or any tongue, doesn't matter. You know how to tell something to somebody else and they will understand. Now I am not communicating with you, I am conversing with you. Communication will come after some time. Now what I am trying to do is ask you something, answer you something. That's not called as communication. When it becomes professional, when do you become professional? Or what is professional? Expressing of ideas in professional style. What is it? How to speak, when to speak, where to speak. In conversation, this sense is not there. That's true. Understood? In conversation, you will talk about watch. If the friend does not like talking about watch because you don't have a good watch, you are talking about your good watch, then he will talk about a pet. All on a sudden he will change his. Does it not happen? You will talk about some subject, the friend does not like that subject, he will put another subject, you will also shift into subject to subject. That is not a professional manner. In this class, my job is to talk to you on communication. Can I talk something else in the middle? I can, but then that does not become a communication class. So what is professional means what? Speaking about the matter. At the end of 1 hour class, there has to be some stuff in your mind. In conversation, you can talk hours together, and at the end you think, what did you discuss? All gas. Result is nil. In communication, there will be something to communicate. And that something which we want you to listen, you will realize. You will understand that. You will listen to that. You don't just hear that. So in communication, hearing is not important, listening is important. From hearing stage, you will raise to a listening stage. At the end of the class, you will be able to give a title for the class. If I don't give a title also, no problem. You will understand, oh, this means this. Okay? And now, for such a communication, what is the skill required? That is what is to be taught in the class. What are the skills required for making a professional presentation? One, it could be a language is essential. So one of the point what he says is language is essential. If you have language, does it mean you can talk about anything in the world? You have wonderful language. All of you, most of you are Telugu people, right? I am not a Telugu man. I am a Malayali. So my English will be Manglish. Your English will be Tenglish. So we are talking in different language actually. Let's say there will be some communication gap. You will think, why this man, what English is this? Because your English is different, my English is different. Possible. Language is essential. Second part, if you have good language, that doesn't mean you can talk about subject. Because in Telugu, you know most of the words. That means, can you talk any subject in Telugu? What is lacking? Knowledge is lacking. Therefore, if you want to communicate, you should have knowledge, idea, data, information, analytic power and creativity. So for communication skill, language have importance. That's only a media. Communication doesn't mean public speaking. It also means writing. You can refer to dictionary, you can take your own time. All that is possible, but you should collect data. So for communication, the first step is collect data, collect information. You collect some information, some data from somewhere. You mix up everything and then dump it. It will not become a good subject. What is required? You should analyze it. In what context you are talking, to whom you are targeting. It always says, what you talk is not important, how you talk is more important. It is not what you talk and how you talk is not important. More important is to whom you are talking. Assume same subject we talk to a smaller kid or a class in the 6th class or 4th class, we are talking about communication skill. It is not this style. The style will vary, right? Therefore, how is more important, but more important is to whom you are communicating. Assume that I am talking to people who is in a small village in Andhra Pradesh. Assume if I talk like this, will it make some meaning? Because most of them will not understand English. The other day I was in Jogipet to talk about the social service. If I make an English class, will it make effective? So I made a Telugu class. So I spoke to them in Telugu whole day. So to whom you are addressing, based on that you will select language. Data also you will keep in different levels. Right? The standard of things which we have to put forth. Assume that you are giving a class on microprocessor. You are talking to electrical engineers, electronics engineers, communication engineers. You will talk in different style. Whereas when you are talking the same subject to a 10th class student, you will have to go down to some level. So to whom you are talking is more important. But in conversation, you don't care all this. You don't ask what is your qualification, what is your background. When I am coming, I know in this class, approximate background is known, age level is known, who are attending these classes are known to me, therefore I will keep a standard. In conversation, you don't care all that. They will say, hey, I am not understanding what you are trying to say. Then you will change your language. Right? You presume somebody knows Telugu and start talking to him in Telugu. He say, no, I did not understand anything. You are all, okay, doesn't matter, you can stop. But in professional communication, when you express an idea, you have a viewer, you have a reader, you have a listener in front of you, and for targeting that, you will start writing. Your data collection also can vary accordingly, based on for what purpose you are talking. Assume that you are talking in marketing class, how to market a product. Your focus will be not on the product, will be on the marketing skill. Assume that you are talking to a production people, then you will talk more on the technology part. Same product, item is same, you are talking about a pen. To a marketing person, you don't talk about the technology much, but you will talk about the marketing style available, value available, which are the different competitors available, what is the price which you can sell, why you should give a different cover, different color, all that you will talk. But when you talk to this into the production cell, you will talk about the different technologies. So to whom you are addressing is more important. That's what professionalism. You will think before. You will collect data and you are deciding for whom you are talking. Time span is given. In conversation, you don't say how much time we are going to discuss. Will it happen? No. We will start some subjects. Between, if we want to stop, we stop, go for tea, come back, and we will go to somebody else and then continue the same topic also. Not necessarily to the same person. But in a communication, the frame is given. The time span is given. This is a picture communicating something to us. Before drawing the picture, the painter will decide what is the size of the frame. Will he start painting somewhere and then go on expanding the paper? He doesn't do that. He has got a given frame. He wanted to draw Vivekananda's picture. He can have an A0 size paper. He can have an A4 size paper. He will decide whether I will use A4 first or A0 first. After deciding A0, he will start drawing. Otherwise what will happen? He can draw only the eye. By the time the paper will be filled. So he should know, I must know that I have only 1 hour to talk to you on this day. So I must frame it accordingly. So you collect data, then what is the next step? Frame it well. Frame it well. For a good communication, you should have a frame. First collect data, collect information, have knowledge, analyze it inside, then frame. Keep a frame. Within this you must limit it. That's more important. Within that, whatever you wanted to say, you have to put. Now let us take an example. You want to talk about a pen. How do you collect information? Now you are using pen for last so many years, right? How many of you can talk about a pen for half an hour? Raise your hand if you can. None of you. If you can, you will not come to this class, right? You will come to this stage. Right. Now I will bargain. How many of you can talk about the pen for 5 minutes? Yeah, one first hand, second, third, 3, 4, 5. That's all. How many of you for 2 minutes? Some more. You can talk only 5 minutes, not 2 minutes. There are some people, I can talk only 5 minutes, not 2 minutes. This is the difference in communication, understanding. Okay? Good. Some more hands. Now the first person who raised the hand, 5 minutes, can you come here? I'll give you 5 minutes. You have a problem? You have any problem? We will not ask him for 5 minutes. I will ask him for 1 or 2 minutes. Now he must be thinking, what is that you are in your mind now? What is that in your mind now? Nothing is there. That's a problem. First problem starts from here. When you get an opportunity, I asked him to come to talk about a pen. What is there in your mind? I asked. He said nothing. You should have pen in your mind. Before communication, your mind should not be blank. In a conversation, your mind can be blank. Understood? So what is there in your mind now? My face. How stupid fellow is this? Why he is disturbing me in the morning? Come. What do you do?
I work for a marketing.
Okay, good man for marketing person. You market pen?
No.
You don't know.
I market for another product.
Okay, try. But try marketing pen now. I am not asking you to market pen. Talk about the pen for 1.5 minutes. The time starts now.
Hi, good morning everybody. My name is Sudeep. Now I am about to talk about pen. Pen is the most essential part in everybody's life. Without pen, we cannot imagine the day. The day cannot end without using the pen. So, for everybody, even if it is a professional, even if it is a housewife, employee, a doctor, whoever it is, pen is the most essential part in everybody's life. So, pens are, we have so many types of pens. We have ball pens, we have ink pens, we have pointed pens. So, whatever the pen may be, the usefulness of pen is the only thing we can write, we can store some information in a diary or book or whatever it is. So some people have a habituation of making daily things in diaries. So without this tool, we cannot use that part. So some people made their daily things to remember, things to do in a daily activities. So they should write in a pocket diary, they should write in a diary. So without that, we cannot do that. So pen is the only thing, and we can say pen is powerful than sword. So most of the poets, most of the politicians, before addressing the speech, before addressing the public, they will write it, their points, they will script it, and they will prepare, and then they will deliver it. So pen is the most important thing in human life. Thank you.
Good. Well done. 1 minute. Excuse me. If you want to give a title for this 1.5 minute, you took more than 1.5 minutes. 1.5 minute talk, what will be the title? If you want to give a title for whatever you said now, what will be the title? I mean, uses of pen. What did I ask you to talk? Why did you talk? You agreed that you talked about the uses of pen. I asked you to talk about the pen. Good, well done. But still, he has done very well. Good, very good. Give him a clap. When I raise my hand, clap. When I put it down, stop. Okay? I will give you 3 marks for clapping. Very bad clapping. Clap well. 20 marks. Raise it. Make it 100% good clapping. Not enough. 60. Try it 100%. When you clap, actually what happens is your hands will get energized. Your body will get energized. Your head is this, your legs are this, your hand is this, your heart is here, your stomach is here. When you clap, all body gets energized. Okay? So it's nice to clap in the early morning. So you will get energized. Clap once. You see, when I say enough also you will clap because it is good for you. When I said it's good for you, the energetic to clap. When I say clap for him, this is the problem. No skill can be developed if you don't have devotion in doing it. It should come from your heart. Anything when you can do it perfectly. Do it with full heart, dedicated, with full effort. I am not asking you 100 rupees each. I just asked you to clap, right? Why to think so? Just clap. But first time when you clap, did you make this much sound? No. How many times I asked you, do it please, please do it, please clap for him? No. This is the biggest problem with the people. They don't improve because you have to be repeatedly asked by someone to do anything. Don't ever stay for such repeated questions. Any skill can be developed only when you can jump into action. Whenever you get an opportunity, try to jump into that. Any performance depends on three factors. One is attitude, motivation. Second is skill which you have. And the third is opportunity. You should have skill, you should have ability. If you have ability, little bit, that's enough. But you get a chance, jump into that. That's use of opportunity. He has made use of opportunity. There are some more people who raise the hand, but when? Not in the first instance, after some time. I am sure many of you can talk about the pen for more than 5 minutes. But you don't want. Why should I? Don't take a chance in life. When you get a chance, jump into that. If you want to improve a skill, only way is practice it. Exercise it. There is no point in having knowledge. If you don't use it, you are useless. So jump into action. That's what is good. He has covered two major aspects of pen. One is use, and some more things he said, like pen is a weapon, powerful than sword, and so many things he said. But now if you want to collect information about a subject, what did I say? If you want to communicate, you should collect information. What are the different aspects you can collect about a pen? Draw a circle in your book. Draw a circle in your book. In the center, small circle. As a LKG kid will draw sun, right? How do they draw sun? Draw a circle and draw a lot of rays all around. You know how to draw sun? Okay? Good sun? Lot of arrows on all the sides. Different rays. On all sides you will have rays now. Done? In the center you write a pen inside the circle. Each ray you start filling up. What? Different aspects which you can think of pen. He has talked about the uses of pen. So one arrow you can write, use. Second one. Tell me, what else? Pardon? Types of pen. So another arrow types. Next, very fast. Advantages. What is disadvantage and advantage of pen? Users will become that. No? Tell me. Design. That means style of pen. Next. Company. That means as a product. Next. Colors. Quality of pen. Color. That's quality, color. Okay. You can write as many as you want. Thickness of pen. You have 0.3 mm, 0.5 mm. Very big pens. To write on board, use not the smaller pen. You use bigger pen. Then types, it will come in different. Whether you write it on board, on transparency, on a normal paper, sketch pen, crayons pen. So many varieties are there. Technology used from ball pen to another one. Next. Invention. The invention of pen. People started using first what? First pen. The peacock. Right? The feather of peacock, put it in the ink and then start writing. Earlier to that, Narayam. That's called some rod of iron with an arrow tip. So that's what they use. Yeah, that's another one. Next what? Pen as a gift. Pen as a status. Right? You look somebody what pen he is using. Yeah, price of pen varies from 5 rupees to 5 lakhs. Pardon? Alternatives to pen. What are they? Yeah, alternate pencils and etc. etc. Now you have another pen, electronic pen, e-pen, right? So you can talk about different things now. Now how many arrows are filled up? How many more you can fill up if you think for some more time? Now how many of you can talk about the pens for more than 5 minutes? I'm sure many of you, right? Why? The first instance, all these informations are known to you. Did I give anything new? I have not given anything new. But what did I do? Don't think only in one direction like this when you wanted to talk about a subject. Okay? Open your view totally. Ask questions. Why, how, when, where, why not, all not add to this. Once you get the technology, again, you talked about the pen, technology of pen. Again ask why, how, when, where, all these questions you start asking. Expand it as much as you can. Now what do? You have got invention, you have got history of pen, you have got uses of pen. Now you should arrange them in a sequence. What is first, what is last? You don't talk about the uses of pen first if you want to write an article. What do? Invention of pen. And then you will talk about the history of pen. Then you will talk about many other things, right? And you will end up in uses of pen. Or you will start about the uses of pen first, then different styles of writing could be there. But you should have a style. It should not become episode. That's what it is called a professional. Right? So at the end, people will understand pen means all this. There should not be a single point which you have not touched. Given point of time, these are all the different things. Now you know what we have done? Collected information, put it into a frame. You started thinking creatively, different style. Language is important because whatever idea you have, you must express it. So these are 3 different factors in communication skill. That's all done. But now I have told about the pen. Now when another subject comes, will you be able to think like this creatively is the question. All this is possible. This is one professional style of communication. Now in professional communication, the another biggest problem is what? Assume that you are prepared well. Now you are asked to come to the stage and then talk. What will happen? Stage theatre. This is not part of communication skill, it should be part of some other course. But this is also part of communication skill because most of the people will not be able to communicate. Language will not come, words will not come. Right? You will have everything. After coming out of the stage, you will think, oh, I should have told this. Right? All this will happen. Why does it happen is the question. Assume that all the people who are sitting in front of me are all, or when you are asked to talk about a topic, all the people are below you. All 10th class people. Will you have tension? Or if all the people here are all your professors, will you have more tension there and less tension here? There will be some difference, right? Assume that you have your relatives at home. All relatives are there. You are asked to talk about some subject. Will you be able to do that? You will have no tension? Okay. So your problem is, these people are not your relatives and friends. They are all your enemies. Is it so? It is so. Because people are not familiar to you. You think that they are all different people. They know much more than I know. The fear starts coming. You think that they are going to criticize me. You think that if I don't perform well, what do they think about me? These are all the general fears, right? Anything more? If I know everyone, why should I worry? I don't have to worry because they know who am I. None of you know me, why should I worry? Because I am not going to see you tomorrow. So both way I don't have to worry. Is it not? Now assume I know more, then why should I worry talking to you? Because I have prepared, you are not prepared. So who will know well? Temporarily I will know well. Better than you because I have prepared and came, right? No, if you are prepared, you don't have to worry because you know much more than others. Assume you don't know, what will happen? After the class somebody will tell me, or in the class somebody will tell me, you are not right. This is not communication. There is no difference between communication and conversation. Somebody will start arguing. Okay, listen to him. Learn from him. What is wrong? It's a nice chance, I will get some more knowledge. Be an open-minded person. Don't have ego. Another problem, my language is not good. My ideas are wonderful, but I may make some mistakes in English. But you are not teaching English, no? The subject given to you is to talk about the pet. Subject is not grammar in English, right? If that is to be taught, you will teach separately. You can do that. There are some people who will listen to communication skill class, or maybe I am talking about mind management, the personality development. After the class, when I go out, they will say, sir, oh, you must be liking my lecture, that's why he wanted to talk to me. I am saying, what happened? Your grammar is very bad. So all the time in the beginning, some mistake I must have done. He just kept it in mind, nothing, all the other class is rubbish for him, waste. 1 hour he was thinking how to catch him before going out of the class. There will be some critics, but you don't have to care them, because he is not paying you. Right? He is not feeding you. Why do you worry? And anyway, chappal is not there. So you don't have to worry now. Maximum what will happen? Then people stand in the stage, what will happen maximum? You will throw chappal. So Ramakrishna has taken care of that perfectly well. So I have no worry. Don't show ego. Be into the level of people where we are. Don't keep that I am very great and you are all fools. Don't consider that. We are all equal. What did I say in the beginning? In the beginning, when I came here, what is the first word I said? Namaskaram. What does it mean? Namaskaram means what?
Respect to all.
I just asked, Namaskaram means what? We are all Indian. India is the place where Sanskrit was there once upon a time. Na is no. Sanskritam and English both are same. Na means no. Ma means me. No me. I am not there, I said. You also said without knowing you are not there. I said I am not there, you are not there. What does it mean? Don't feel that because I am standing here, I am away from you. We are equal. I started the class by telling that we are equal. Let us be friends. Let us be together. Without knowing, you have agreed. Okay. But I have a feeling that I am not different from you. I am only one among you. With that feeling, when you talk, will you have tension? If it comes from your heart, will you have problem? I have no problem. Because all of you are close to me. You are all my friends. I have no enemy here. Then why should I worry? I have no prejudice. Then why should I worry? I don't think I am the expert in the field. Why should I worry? I am ready to accept any criticism. My professor used to tell, if you want to learn music, there is one way. Not music singing, but subject to music. If you don't know music, talk about music. Somebody will tell what is music, and then you listen to him, learn music from him, then talk about music to him. You understand? If you don't know some subject to talk about that, then somebody will tell this is not that. They will tell. Then you ask what is it. Then they will tell you what is it. Then you will get. What did I do in the beginning? I don't know what is communication. I just asked all of you what is communication. Then you said communication is this, communication is this. I was listening. And then I got one professional, good professional, I got on that, started developing on that. So keep open mind, communicate in the level of conversation. Now I am mixing both. You don't have tension when you converse. To talk to your friend on some subject, you have no problem? Do you have any problem? No problem. Right? You can talk to your friend without tension. Any subject you can talk to your friend, even if you don't know the subject, no data collected, no preparation, still you can talk to your friend without any tension. So what do you do now? I said communication is different, conversation is different. Now what I am trying to say, whatever mood which you have in conversation, bring it in communication. As if you are conversing with the people, try to communicate. Anyway, you have collected data, you have put it in a frame. Now what do you do? The guts which you have, the mood which you have, the smile which you have, the friendly nature which you have when you are talking to friend, bring it in your communication. It will become more effective, more acceptable. You understood? Did I not do that? What did I say? I am not communicating with you, I am trying to converse with you. So I started the class as if we are discussing. Right? Then what did I do? The data which I have got, I am putting in a frame. And I became close to you. I am talking to your heart. I am sure you are listening much better than normal classes which you are listening somewhere else. Why? Because you feel that I am very close to you. Don't you feel that I am close to you? The feeling which I have given to you that I am close to you will make you to listen more. So if I do mistake also, now you will pardon. Any presenter, the first aspect is he should become close to people. Get them into you. Okay? Look at their faces. I must have seen all your faces by now. Shifting eye from one to another. What did I do? I am looking at your where? Atna Chakram. Here. That's the place where people should look. When I look at you on your forehead, automatically you will start looking at me. Now I don't have to look at you. You will start looking at me. It's the best way to catch people. Okay? So you catch your audience, not 100% will not be. There will be some few cracks. Don't worry about them. Don't look at their face. If you look at them, you will lose interest. But there will be few people who are looking at you closely, then look at them and they will be with you. The effect will be, whatever you say will reach into their heart, not in the brain. When subject reaches in brain, you will start thinking grammar is not good, vocabulary is not good, all analysis, criticism, judgment, comparison, all that will come when idea reaches into head. Now you must have started looking at my pronunciation, the usage of word in the beginning. But after some time, until now, you left all that, now you are thinking about the ideas only. Is it not true? Why does it happen? Because I am not talking to your brain, I am talking to your heart. So talk to heart. Reach into manas. Communication become effective, and it is effective, E-N-A, only when communication reaches into manas. Get into the heart of people. They will never forget. That's why feeling should come from the heart. The speaker also should have a feeling, and the listener also should have a feeling. Let it be mathematics. My subject is mathematics. My doctorate is in mathematics. Okay, let it be mathematics or management science or law or any subject in the world, but talk from the heart. When you have subject which comes from your heart with the feelings, the communication becomes effective. Anything will become effective when it comes from your heart. Don't think too much on those. Ideas, data, whatever you collect, it will be in the brain, but mix with the feelings. It's like all Ayurvedic medicines will be given mixing with the something else, either ghee or with the honey, so that it becomes easier, happier, tastier. So communication should have nice honey mixed subject. You will like it. You will taste it. You will say, oh, wonderful, good. And it should have an essence. Don't give honey alone. Some people will talk nice words, but the end of the class, what is that he was talking? No essence will be there. Some politicians will give a nice, wonderful talk. But the end, if you think what is that he talked, it is so interesting for 1 hour to sit. But after that, content will not be there. Once you filter it, nothing will come in your hand. That should not happen. So there has to be points, but points mixed with nice words, nice comparisons will take you into heart, and you will carry that and you will never forget that. So what is the skill, what is required? Take communication into conversation level. Take all the extra benefit, the professionalism which you can add, but they make it very casual. Don't try to make it very professional in the presentation style. Professional should be in the content wise, but presentation should be not in the end. But you cannot do it when you are doing it in an executive meeting. Assume that you are doing it to the executives of Wipro. A presentation which you wanted to give on a business deal, that has to be different. But you don't have to worry. Once you reach that level, automatically any presentation will become easier. But some people will be able to make a good presentation technical, but any other topic you become useless. It needs practice. If you want to make good oral presentation, you need lot of practices. You need good written presentation, you need lot of practices. What do? Read, write, all that is essential. Practice it well, present it to some smaller groups. Whatever you write, give it to somebody, ask him to read, and then what did you understand from that? Ask questions. When you listen to something, as soon as you go back, if you want to recollect what you did, what you should do? Write it again. After this class, you must be able to take a pen, paper, write 1 page about communication skill. What did I say today? The next speaker will give a different version probably. But what did I say about communication skill? Write today. Paraphrase whatever you do. That's what is essential. Paraphrasing, it's called paraphrasing. You read one textbook, 1 page, you must be able to write 3 sentences. Otherwise reading becomes useless. That's what, when an expressing of idea should make meaning inside you, and you must be able to use it. Then only that completion happens. You will listen, but how do you know you have really listened or not? Once you start writing it, you will know whether you understood, whether you got the concept, whether you got the idea, whether you got the information what I wanted to tell you in the same style. So write it down. Reading a paper, you must have the same thing. And first thing is, you must raise the people to have a feeling of, or a feeling for learning should come. The people who are sitting in front of you may be in a different mood because you are coming from different places. And what for you came? I must remind you what for you came. Did I not ask you what do you expect from this class? At least by that, what do you think? Oh, this is communication skill class. Somebody will pay money and then come, because they are not sitting for communication. They have a nice company, come together. There's a nice place, Ramakrishna, but while going also you can go together. Right? Some people will come like that. Then, oh, this is for this class only I came. It is possible that somebody must have paid money and you just came along with him. You don't know what is the class happening. That's also possible. So it reminds you that what for I am here. Then what did I ask you? What do you expect from such a class? You should have an expectation. Then when somebody serves, it will have a value. If you are not hungry, when somebody gives you rice, you will not feel happy. If you are hungry, when somebody gives you will be happy. So first you should have a feeling for accepting. That is essential. So when you start talking about a topic, make the people to come to a requirement stage. When there is a requirement you supply, then people will accept it. So that's what I did in the beginning. I asked you, what do you expect from this class? What do you want? Why do you attend such a class? What is that you want? These questions will, I don't require answer from you. I am not expecting any answer. But that makes you to think. If you think, that's fine. Now when you get something, you will start assessing whether it matches or not. So first expectation should come. When you read newspaper, the newspaper information is a new information to you, but do you have an expectation? You have an expectation That what's happening around, you must know, right? No? Assume that yesterday there was a cricket match. Today, as soon as paper comes, you will go to the 7th page, you look at, because why? You have an expectation. Then when you read, what will happen? The whole idea will go inside you. You know the story already because you have seen the TV. But still you will read that again. Why? Because you want to know how Deccan Chronicle reports that. Is it not? What is his version of that? This eagerness will be there in you. Now when you read the first main heading, do you have this eagerness? That is why the main heading is not within your heart. So how do you make eagerness? When you read a newspaper, people will read the whole story, but they will never remember this. Who has written this story also you will not remember, because you don't care. So what is to be done? Take the newspaper, read the heading, fold it and keep it aside. Don't read further. Don't waste your time. But think about that news, what could be there? You can guess, no? We have a wonderful brain, and it works or don't work, doesn't matter. You can guess. Just make a guess, what can be there in the news? Think that and keep it in your mind. Then open the paper, read it. The reading becomes thrilling for you. Why? Because you realize, oh, I am a fool, I have no general knowledge. I don't know anything what's happening in the world. I am a real fool. You will realize that you are a fool. First option. Second possibility is, you will realize, oh, I know much better than Deccan Chronicle reporter. I am great. Both are good. Right? No? Raise your hand. All of you raise your hand. Take it on your head. Oof. I am a fool. That's one possibility. Raise your hand, keep it back and say, I am great. There are two possibilities. Both are okay. Fine? Because when you are a fool, you don't know anything. When you read, you will have more interest. Because you are going to read and learn. Right now, after reading, you will realize, oh, I learned this much today. Why people don't have interest in reading? Because they don't take a stock of what they know before reading. They never take a stock after reading whether they improve or not. If you don't take stock, you will have no interest. Before eating or after eating, the stomach remains same. Will you feel like eating? After eating, you feel, oh, satisfied. Annena chalika trupti. After eating, you will feel, okay, wonderful now. For some time at least your stomach will be full. When you feel good, yeah, good. Similarly, when you read also, before reading you should have a feeling, and after reading you should know, yes, I have filled some more information. So every day when you read, you will feel, yeah, I have got some more information. Good idea. So I am improving. Physically you are growing without knowing. But intellectually, are we growing? Intellectually we grow only when you collect information. Every day you collect information. Where it will be useful? Somewhere, sometime it will be useful. If you don't read one day, next day it will not become useful. Any book is communicating to you. When you read, whether it is electrical engineering or mechanical engineering, digital image processing, doesn't matter. But when you open the book, it communicates to you something. What does it communicate? People don't understand because you are just reading it. Only ABCD is in front of you. No idea. And many people will say, no, as I am sitting and reading, no concentration. Wonderful, your mind is working. That's why no concentration. As you sit, your mind goes to 100 places. That means what? Mind is working. Wonderful. It can be repaired. If it's not working, you cannot repair it. Shraddha has to be there. Attention should be there. Then only communication become wonderful. Now you are sitting in the class, but you are thinking about masala dosha. Will the communications class become useful to you? It does not. So when you sit there, you should have attention. Shraddha has to be there. How do you get Shraddha? The listening capability has to be there. How do you get Shraddha? Very, very important. When you go for cinema in the theater, is there anybody who says that I am not able to concentrate, so I am going out of the cinema theater? Why? And when you get out of the theater, if two people are going together, what is the subject you will discuss soon after getting out of the theater? About the cinema. Why? Because your whole manas is there. Correct, no? All shraddha is there. All lip movement is by heart. Why lip movement? Whole body movement is by heart for some people. How come? Because they are Kushmitas and Shah Rukh Khan. In the class you are not able to concentrate because I am not Amitabh Bachchan. That's the problem, right? No? You don't have a feeling of attending. Interest is not there. When you read book, concentration will not be there. 2.5 hours, full concentration. No, because you don't have thrilling reading. It's not thrilling to you. Make reading thrilling. How? Read the heading, read the chapter heading, close the book. Then write what you know about that. Write 1 page, then read the book. Then what do you know? Either you will take your or both. 2 things will happen. So you'll be very happy after reading. Oh, I learned this much, I am great. So reading is a taking stock of your knowledge, and then you will realize I have improved a little bit more. Do it. You will have good concentration and all book will communicate to you. Take a part in the reading and don't read for 2.5, 3 hours. It's not a cinema. You cannot concentrate for more than 20 minutes. Every serial will have after 20 minutes commercial break. Right, no? Every reading after 20 minutes take a commercial break. If there is sister or brother, give a kick. Okay? Play with them for some time. Come back. After 5 minutes again, next episode. So do it again. So take a break and then read it. After every break, try to write what you have read. Before, you say what I am going to read. After that you read. And then write again what is that you read. This becomes a communication. Otherwise the book is not communicating to people. It will become interesting. Arise your interest. So just remember that communication doesn't mean only speaking and listening. Communication also means writing and reading. Okay? Communication can be in variety of styles. People will talk to you on verbal, non-verbal, etc. in the coming classes. But I am only trying to say, any communication becomes effective and effective only when it goes into your heart. Otherwise it will communicate, but it reaches only brain. You will not use it. It will not come to you. You will not get the feeling. You will read, but you don't even remember. You will read, but you don't remember. If you don't remember, that is useless to you. Generally I say, how many times you must have taken oath that all Indians are my brothers and sisters by now? 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 times? Right? From all the schools you start taking this. But when you walk on this road, do you feel, oh, this is my sister, this is my brother? Do you get the feeling? Why you are not getting feeling? Because that did not reach into your heart. Whatever you learn, whatever communication comes to you is not useful to you. A skill is different from knowledge. Skill is what you can practice. A communication skill is essential. Why? Because it should reach into your heart. Whatever I said, I am sure, if not 100%, some percentage gets into your heart. You will remember this. And that effect should come when you learn, read. It doesn't matter how many times you read it. You don't have to read many times. Only once, that's enough. You don't have to see a person for hours together. Little bit of time is enough. They will catch. They will remain in your heart. That's essential. Make an effect of seeing people, meeting people, talking to people. Moments have to come and ideas should flow. Okay? This is what it means. How does it happen is the question. Your mind has to be clean. If manas is totally dirt, any idea, knowledge which it comes will not be seen at all. So manam darpana samanam. Mind has to be clean mind. How do you clean your mind? Vim powder, brush and good day, go and then clean. Whatever you listen, whatever you see, whatever you smell, whatever you touch, whatever you taste is communication. Nice smell, murchi bhaji. Now automatically murchi bhaji shape is in your eyes. Automatically taste is in your tongue. Did I communicate? Did I give you murchi bhaji? No. Did I show you that? No. The word is enough. When you hear, all other sensory organ will give you information. Now what happens? It has gone into your manas. Now what happens? No class, only murchi bhaji in your mind. Right now? Automatically when you get an information, every sensory organ will start working. When you get a bad word, automatically your acidity will increase. Tension will rise because somebody has used that word to you. Right? And you will have the person who scolded you in front of you. Then you will have tension. The manas automatically communicates to you many things internally. And who talks to you maximum? You yourself talk to you maximum. If you want to have a clean mind, talk nicely to yourself. The tension comes because you are talking to you. Worried. That only is coming inside. Then what will happen? Automatically you will get worried. You talk to you and say that, I have no problem. Do you have any problem? Say no problem. Say no problem. No problem. Do you have any problem in talking on the stage? You tell yourself, no problem. Because what will happen? You are not going to be killed. Is it a problem bigger than you? We say, I am in a problem. Why? I have to give a presentation. You are in a, what do you say generally? You are in a problem. That means what? Problem is big, you are very small. That's why you can go inside. Is there any problem with you which is bigger than you? Any problem is smaller? So don't go inside problem, take problem inside. What do you do? If there is a problem, take one glass of water. Go to toilet, flush it out. No problem. Every problem becomes no problem for you if you say no problem. Do you have any problem? No. Somebody hits you, you say no problem. You hit him back, say no problem. So take everything casual. Don't worry, nobody is going to decide your fate by 1%. If you don't practice, you cannot improve it. The first time you will sink. Drink water. If you want to learn swimming, that's essential. But jump into water for some time, swim, then you will learn how to swim. So practicing is very, very essential. For that you need courage. Information is there. From the manas, vak will come. From the manas, vak will come. From where the words comes? Manas. Vak, mana. Vak is related to mana. Where the mind gets words? Through eyes, because you are reading. Through ears, because you are hearing. Through nose, because you are smelling. Right? Through tongue, because you are tasting. Through touch. All sensory organs will give you. When you want some information, from manas, sensory organ will get it also. That will become very close friends. Vak mana chakshu srotra grana jihvareto buddhyagrati sankalpame shuddhyandam. Then sankalpam has to be good. Thought process also has to be good. If your thought process is good, the sensory organs are clean, manas will get information, and then that will convert into vak, provided Saraswati Devi is in front of you. That will automatically will come. Okay? So vak, mana, chakshu, srotra, grana, jihvareto, buddhyagrati, sankalpame shuddhyandam. And try to use good words. Try to talk to people with nice words. Let it become a practice. Keyuranina bhushayanti purusham harana chandrojwalam na snanam na kusumam na videpanam etc. etc. Vak bhushanam bhushanam. It is not important that whether you take bath, whether you dress up well, whether you put nice flowers, whether put nice ornaments, all these are useless. If you cannot use a good word. Vak bhushanam bhushanam. People are assessed from the words but not from the look. Okay? Priya vakya pradhanena sarve tushyantu jandavaha. All animals in the world also will be happy by hearing good words. Priya vakyam, nice words. Is there any lubdada in you? Are you conjuice in talking good words, telling good words? Because you are not going to spend money. Right? So why can't you give good words? Whenever you can give good words, try to give good words. If you start giving bad words, that becomes your practice. Always bad words only will come and people will stamp you as a bad person. Because from bad manas only, bad words will come. If somebody is scolding, that means the person who is scolding is keeping lot of bad words in him and he has already polluted. So now onwards, if your parents are scolding, you just stand like this. and say how bad my father is. He is keeping lot of bad words in him. Poor fellow, he has been already spoiled himself. Right, no? Don't listen to that. No, I don't want to listen any bad words, because if you want to scold your next generation, your own kids again, then you by heart all of them. Because the father got sufficient from his father, he learned a lot of bad words, now he is dumping on you. Generations to generations we will circulate bad words. Don't communicate bad words. Don't use bad words. Don't get tensed. Don't have a emotional feeling attached too much. But add emotional feeling which is good, so that you can make it sweeter. You can get into the effective talking. That's what is essential. I am very happy that most of you have not seen the watch except 2 people in the hall. That means you are interested. If you go on seeing watch, that means the lecture is boring. Now it's already 9 over 10 minutes I think I have taken more. Now if you have some few questions you can ask me. Otherwise I will start asking questions to you. Okay, before that, I will practice whatever I say. Now close your eyes, keep your hand, 2 fingers inside your ear, and think what did I tell you for the last 1 hour. Close your eyes, put your finger inside your ear, think what did I tell you for the last 1 hour. What are the different points in your mind? Enough. Now you talk to your friend, what did I tell you? The closest friend who is sitting beside you. Share what you have in your mind. Let him share let her share what you have in their mind. I talked many things, right? Whatever you heard, you tell him. The 2 neighbors, left and right. Tell them, what did you learn? Fine, now it's enough. Acharyat padamadat, I am not Acharya. Acharyat padamadatte padam shishyaswamedhaya. I taught you something. Then you think about it for some time yourself, or read some more. Then padam sa brahmacharibhya, discuss each other. Okay? Padam kalakramena cha. After some time you will get balanced information. Acharya padamadate. Quarter information you can collect through lectures. Quarter information you should read and collect. Self. Not necessarily reading. Thinking is also good. Okay? Then padam sa brahmacharibhya, discuss each other. Then you will get more information. Did you get some more information? You thought something, but your neighbor thought something else. Did I say some same thing? But what happened? You have some idea, your neighbor have a different idea. When you discuss, what will happen? Both of you will get a combined idea. So you will get double idea. Right? So all the time if you want to improve, the best way is to discuss with the people. Then talk to people, then you will get some more information. Some information will come after some time. So now tell me, what did I tell in the class? Start with the namaskar then. Tell me louder, fast, we have no time. Pardon? What is communication? Then what? Effective, through heart. Then tell me, or raise your hand if you want to add some points. Language is important. Then professional manner. Knowledge is essential. Conversation and communication difference. Then raise your hands and then say. Yeah. Attitude is important. Then attention is important. Listening is important. One word, that's enough. Correct. Okay. Take communication, conversation skill into communication skill. Fine. Yeah, paraphrasing. That's the word you use. Paraphrasing. Shraddha is essential. Pardon? Ego should not be there. No, surrender your ego. Yeah, that's important. Yeah, good words to be used. Discuss. Somebody said collect data. Try to be close to audience. Words should reach into your heart. Standard should be there. The frame has to be there. Wonderful. Okay, now if you have some more points, you can email me to dr